What's up, guys? Welcome back to Football Opinions. My name is Ryan. So, first and foremost, I want to speak to my Man United faithfuls. Guys, just come closer for a minute. Let me speak to you. Man United, you know, you guys had just had to steal the show for this weekend. Alejandro Garnacho.
Still asking the question, Scott McTominay. Floated over the top. Marcus Rashford, right-hand side, in between the gap between the touchline and the penalty area. Floated into the box. Overhead kick! Oh, it's sensational! It's absolutely incredible from Alejandro Garnacho. Take a bow.
What I know for sure is that we are never going to hear the end of it. For the next 2 weeks, these guys are about to. Anyway, it's understandable. Alejandro Garnacho with one of the coolest and coldest strikes in football. Man United fans, I know, will be all over me after this video because everyone will be like, Puskas material, CG, nini. But I'm like, okay, it's fine, it's understandable, and such a strike will definitely, must definitely inspire any Premier League team or any football team, to such a great win for that matter. And kudos to Garnacho and the whole United team for winning as they did yesterday. But unfortunately, it was also a sad day for the footballing fraternity, having lost one of the greats, one of the legends of the game, Terry Venables, or born in the UK, Dagenham, in the United Kingdom, to parents, to Mr. Frederick and Mrs. Yvette Venables. And unfortunately, he died yesterday at the age of 80 following a long illness. And as footballing opinions, we want to join with the rest of the football fraternity to mourn the death of this legend and to wish the family God's grace during this trying time. We just want to take a deep dive very quickly into who Mr. Terry Venables was. So, Mr. Terry Venables started his footballing career like any other young, lad would start his career at the age of 15, playing for, the school team. And slowly by slowly, he went up the ladder and he had a pretty good career. Not very successful, but a pretty good career because at least he won some silverware, having won the FA Cup with Tottenham Hotspur. But he also played for other English teams like Chelsea and QPR. And he had a pretty average footballing career as a player. But then after that, he did his badges and he went on to become a coach. And actually, an interesting fact, he became a coach at Tottenham Hotspur, where he won an FA Cup. So the interesting fact is actually that he won an FA Cup both as a player and as a manager, which I must say is not a mean feat. Then he changed, he switched leagues and went to coach in the Spanish league, being a manager at Barcelona for 3 years. And at Barcelona, he was able to win a La Liga title and also inspired the Barcelona team then to a European Cup final against Steaua Bucharest, which they ended up being first runners-up. But having made Barcelona have such a successful career, he was able to, he went by the name or by the alias El Tel, that is, as he's widely known in the Spanish capital of Catalonia, or rather Barcelona. He's known as El Tel because this guy really revolutionized football, and having gone to Spain and having succeeded there shows how much diverse he was as a person when it comes to football. He had such a great footballing brain because he was such a tactician. He he had such a unique way of seeing football, and that really separated him from, the usual football managers from especially England that we used to see. Uh, he was more of a coach who would play progressive football, attacking football, that tiki taka style of play. And that really set him apart. And we see that when it comes to the England squad that played in the Euro semi-final against Germany in 1996. And most of the players, from talk of Alan Shearer, who says that he's grateful to the man because the man gave him a chance, going when you think of England, then had so many great strikers. Talk of Les Ferdinand, talk of Andy Cole, strikers who are really doing well. But he stuck with the young man, Alan Shearer, and that really gave him a lot of confidence. So he was, I would say, Terry Venables was a man who was able to handle players from the youngest player to the biggest star. And one of the biggest stars actually in that 1996 squad who had a big personality was one Paul Gascoigne, or as he goes by the alias Gaza. He was one of those people who had, that fiery personality. But Terry Venables was he knew how to handle such a person. And he was really almost in good terms with everyone. He was that guy who would always have a smile on his face, and you can tell he was a likable person. Every person in that English squad really liked the man. And even David Seaman, who's also such a fiery, that big personality guy, described him as a great man, witty man, a man who was not only a coach and a manager, but a father figure and a mentor to many. So, rest in peace, Mr. Terry Venables. And we, as the footballing community, are really saddened by your passing. But we want to wish your family all the best. And we pray that your legacy lives on, even after you've gone. And you will forever live in our hearts. So see you guys in the next video.